Welcome to the Pascack Valley Regional High School District Board of Education meeting this April 7th, 2025. Roll call, please, Mr. Usami.
Mrs. Varghese,
Here.
Ms. Calderon,
Here.
Ms. Guzman,
Here.
Mrs. Huang,
Here.
Ms. Keller,
Here.
Mrs. Martin,
Here.
Mr. Stankus,
Here.
Ms. Steffens,
Here.
Mr. Weaver.
Here.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by mailing copies of said notice to the record, filing copies of said notice with the municipal clerks of Hillsdale, Montvale, Rivervale, and Woodcliff Lake, and publishing said notice in the record on August 26, 2024. Next, we will have a moment of silence in remembrance of Walter Piella, our custodian at Pascack Valley High School. Next, we have routine matters. We'll start with the Finance Committee meeting report by Mrs. Martin.
Thank you very much. We had a follow-up finance meeting on March 24th at 7 p.m. Our main topics that we discussed was the distribution of the $50,000 that was budgeted for the athletics for Hills and Valley. A little bit more explanation was provided where the money was to offset rentals for sports like the hockey, swimming, gymnastics, dance, etc. We also had a conversation regarding booster clubs, which I think is going to be ongoing. This conversation included discussions surrounding how funds are collected and spent. We also took a look at some information regarding class size and took some look at comparisons between Valley and Hills, in particular with the PE as well. And then we talked about the facility projects and costs in the last 5 years and the next 5 years moving forward. Talked about some of the projects and some things that were going to be becoming priorities. And that was about it. The next meeting is not scheduled yet.
Thank you, Mrs. Martin. Next, we have the Ad Hoc Committee meeting report by Mrs. Steffens.
Good evening. Regarding the ad hoc committee meeting, we had two meetings. The first of which was to discuss the hiring processes, and we met with Mr. Joseph Orlak and, oh my goodness, and Doreen, Director of HR.
Doreen
Babs, sorry. And we discussed the entire hiring process regarding the recommendations made for the Director of Curriculum as well as the BA, mostly emphasizing the Director of Curriculum, and that was on March 31st, 2025. And just this evening, we discussed the review of professional service appointments, and we went through all the professional services that were recommended by the administration, and those are on the agenda tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Steffens. Next, we have the PFA liaison report by Mrs. Huang.
Hello. Only 3 items I'm going to repeat from what the PFA meeting had that might be more pertinent to us is that the guidance department is meeting with the juniors earlier to get ahead of the college and whatever their steps are for their planning for their next steps. And then we have 112 applicants that they received for senior awards, and senior awards will be June 4th. And the Pascack Hills Climate Survey, they're working on that to present to the board. And May, there's a lot of mental wellness events. One to highlight is May 7th at 7 p.m. The book Anxious Generations by Jonathan Haidt. There's going to be a discussion on that.
Thank you, Mrs. Swing. Next, we have the minutes from the March 17, 2025 meeting for the regular meeting and the executive session, and April 2nd, 2025 for the special meeting at 6:30. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please, Mr. Usami.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Yes.
Ms. Keller,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Weaver,
Yes, March 17th, abstain, April 2nd.
Mrs. Varghese.
Yes. Next, we have comments from the public. Citizens are invited to make comments regarding agenda items and are limited to 3 minutes according to the Pascack Valley Regional High School District Board of Education Policy Number 0167. Persons wishing to speak must, upon being recognized, rise, sign in, and state their name, town of residence, and which agenda item they are referencing. Anyone from the public? Seeing as how there's no hands, we will move on. We have 3 consent agenda items for policy. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please. Mr. Usami.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Yes.
Ms. Keller,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Weaver,
Abstain 1, yes 2 and 3.
Mrs. Varghese.
Yes. Next, we have 4 consent agenda items for education. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I was just curious, Jim, you're the chair of curriculum, right? Not in, I was just curious if curriculum, do they take a look at the surveys before they go out? Or do they go out, or just out of pure curiosity?
Say it again, Stephanie. What did you say? Oh, okay. Pardon me, but who is the chair? I can't remember. I'm sorry, off the top of my head. CIT? Oh, so for curriculum.
As far as the surveys going out.
Did we see them first?
Any further discussion? Roll call, please, Mr. Usami.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Yes.
Ms. Keller,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Weaver,
Yes.
Mrs. Varghese.
Yes. Next, we have human resources, for which we have 14 consent agenda items. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Second.
Any discussion?
At this time, I request to go into executive session to answer some questions that I have regarding this.
Motion?
To table this?
Yes.
Okay.
Or we're gonna,
Well, it's a
we're
motion to
making
go
a
into-
motion to go into executive session
Correct.
to discuss human resource items specific to contracts.
Correct. Beautifully said.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver.
Is there a second?
Second.
I think there's 2 conflicting motions. Mr. Hara, can you help suss that out?
The motion is to go into executive session. We did not have a vote on the initial motion for the consent agenda, so this would be, for the lack of a better phrase, discussion component of it. And the motion was made to go into executive session, so motion first, seconded, it could be a discussion, if not, there'll be a vote on it. If we do go into executive session, we convene, come back out, and we have the motions that have been moved and seconded.
So we would do the executive now?
Yes. If there's a vote available.
Okay.
So any discussion,
You want to know if there's any discussion?
right? And if none, then we'll go to vote.
Okay,
Vote on executive, going in executive.
got it. Any discussion about the move to executive session to discuss human resources? No.
Take a-
We're going to take a vote to go into executive session.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Yes.
Ms. Keller,
No.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
No.
Ms. Steffens,
No.
Mr. Weaver,
Yes.
Mrs. Varghese,
No.
motion carries, 5 yeses.
Approximately how long, Madam President, will we be in executive session?
20 minutes, 15 minutes? Sorry, people. About 15 minutes. I apologize, everyone. I know we took longer in executive session. I would just like to explain why we took a little bit longer. I am going to take the responsibility as the board president for this. I have had a personal issue in the last few days. My mother is sick and in the hospital. I have been MIA because obviously it's my mother. So nothing matters more than our family, right? And I love all the heads nodding. So I have not been able to answer questions of the board. So there were a couple of questions that were left that the stone was not turned over. So the executive session was to turn that stone over. So I apologize that we took longer than I stated, but I hope you all appreciate my position. I just came from the rehab, so if I'm a little loopy, please understand. Okay? So we are going to go back to human resources, correct? Okay. Any discussion on human resources for which we have 14 consent agenda items?
So I'll just offer comment on the Director of Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment. I'd like to thank the committee for the recommendation. By all accounts, from all the information that we've gotten as a board, the committee did phenomenal work and recommended the best candidate forward. So thank you for that. As a board member, I'm going to abstain for one reason. 1A. Because the superintendent is resigning, we're in a period of transition. Given that's the third most important position in the district after business administrator, in my opinion, that hiring should be done by our next superintendent. No reflection on the committee, no reflection on the candidate, though I know he's going to do a great job on that, in that role, because I know he has the support of the rest of the committee or the rest of the board. But I needed to make sure that that was said, because I think we're in a time of transition. It feels like we've been in a time of transition for the last 6 to 7 years now. And I think it's time where we need to take a step back, establish or reestablish a strong foundation for which we can grow over the next 6 to 7 years. I think a lot of hard work has to be done, among board members included. I'm committed to that work. I know the board is. I know all of our administrators here in attendance are. And the next most important job is us identifying the next leader for this district, who you all believe in and will support as well. So it's premature, but I'll congratulate Mr. Russo, but I will be abstaining just for that reason. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver, for your comment. Any further discussion? Roll call, please, Mr. Usami.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Abstain.
for a particular,
You have to say for
there-
one.
there's,
Number
this is a
3.
consent agenda.
Oh, for the position of
So the number is
Number 3.
3.
And you're affirmative on everything else? Thank you. Ms. Keller,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Abstain from 3, yes to everything else.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes to everything.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes to everything.
Mr. Weaver,
Abstain 1A. Abstain 3, yes to everything else.
Mrs. Varghese,
Yes to everything.
carries.
Dr. Russo? Dr. Russo, again, I would like to apologize to you. I know there was a little bit of, and I apologize. I am going to take responsibility for that. I'm sorry for the last few days of me not being here. But I am excited and looking forward to what you can do. Next, we have finance. Am I at finance?
Yes.
Finance, for which we have 20 consent agenda items. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just quick question, really.
Yeah, of
quick.
course, of course.
12, reject greenhouse bids. Can I just get clarification? Does that mean we don't get the grant?
No, we're going to get the grant. It's just that we're not going to have a so-called typical greenhouse.
Okay,
The bids came in way over budget.
yeah, no, I saw that.
So Dr. Backenheimer and Ms. Graziano have a plan.
Oh, I was just making sure we didn't forfeit, the conditions of the grant, because those are very strict, I know.
No, we'll be able to use funding. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
I just have a couple of quick questions for Mr. Yasami. 8 and 9, the police officers, that's just a straight salary, right? There's no benefits involved with those guys.
No, they have their benefits.
They have the benefits
Yeah,
already,
so
it's just a straight salary.
and they're employed by the municipalities.
Okay. And then number 10, is there any other expenses that we should be aware of with the
Number-
Church of Assumption?
The Church of Assumption?
Like, we're not going to make any, changes or upgrades?
No, the only
or
thing I know is
anything, right?
it's the rent and it's utilities, a portion of the utilities and a portion of the snow removal when there is snow removal.
Okay. That's it, thank you.
I mean, we may have additional costs as far as putting equipment up, things like that.
But nothing like thousands and thousands of dollars, right?
No.
There's no renovation needed. It's in excellent condition.
Okay, thanks.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please, Mr. Usami.
Ms. Calderon,
Yes.
Ms. Guzman,
Yes.
Mrs. Huang,
Yes.
Ms. Keller,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Weaver,
Abstain 2, yes to everything else.
abstain number 2.
Yes.
Thank you. Mrs. Varghese,
Yes. Anything for old business? New business. Comments from the public. Citizens are invited to make comments and are limited to 3 minutes. According to the Pascack Valley Regional High School District Board of Education, policy number 0167, persons wishing to speak must, upon being recognized, rise, sign in, and state their name and town of residence. Would anyone like to speak? Okay, seeing as how there's no one, can I get a motion to enter into executive session, please?
So moved.
Second. Second.
We are in executive session.
Do you want to just clarify that
Oh.
motion will not,
We-
action will not be taken?
Action will not be taken in the executive session.
After exec.
It will be taken afterwards.
No.
Wait,
No
sorry.
action.
No
Sorry, my brain is,
I'm sorry.
there is no action going to be taken. We're going to adjourn this meeting, everyone.